So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Sun in the 8th house as your Atmakaraka. As in, what happens when Sun holds the highest degree in your birth chart, which is known as the Atmakaraka in Vedic Astrology. And of course, we don't, at least I don't include Rahu, Ketu, and neither Uranus, Neptune, Pluto are included, just to clear the air, because I know somebody's going to ask me that. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position of the Sun and who's your Atmakaraka, if Sun is your Atmakaraka, to check all these information out, check out KapielRaaj.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently conducting the Nandi Nadi course and also adding new information on the Vastu course as well. So, Sun in the 8th house as the Atmakaraka. See, the Atmakaraka Sun is going to be a little bit different from just Sun in the 8th. Because here, your soul is kind of like permanent. It's prominent. It's no longer like moving to some other planet and dealing with karma of some other planet. You're here to burn with the Sun. You're here to burn your karma with the Sun. And this is why no matter what this person does, first of all, at one point you will have a major change and transformation in your life. Saturn will not do that, Moon will not do that, Mercury will not do that, Mars will not do that. But when Sun is here as Atmakaraka, it will change one big shift in your life. And this will usually take place during the second cycle of Saturn. When Saturn comes over your Sun in the second round, this is where you'll see that big change. Big transformation takes place. But here's the thing with the Sun as the Atmakaraka. See, Sun is the king. Sun is the authority. Right? So as the Atmakaraka, the soul is here to experience what the king will experience in their life. This is why it becomes very important with Sun as the Atmakaraka. Like usually, Sun as the Atmakaraka, a person cannot deal with taking orders and just listening and doing what is told. Because they will have their opinion, they will have their ideas, and they will feel tormented when they cannot give those things out. Because they will actually feel like, no, this should not be like this at all. I can't believe I'm doing this. But yeah, I gotta get a paycheck. So I'm going to have to do this. But the thing is, with Sun as the Atmakaraka, the person is really internally and it's hidden. This thing will never come out. This person will actually never even express that amongst their friends. But inside, they are dying to be the authority. Because with other position, which is exposed, Sun will do that. Sun will say that. Even in 4th or 12th house, Sun will actually express itself, but in the 8th it is hiding everything underneath. But one of the things you see that no matter where this person is, what this person is doing, they're always focused on the 8th house. Whether this person is learning things like astrology, whether this person is doing some scientific research, whether this person is conducting psychological analysis. They're dealing with back-end treasuries of their work and government. This is where this person feels the most comfortable. And especially secrecy is what gives them light in life. Like you will see Sun in the 8th house, the person will have many, many secrets. And nobody will know, even their best friend will not know about their secrets. Usually, even at any other planet in the 8th house. And if Sun is not the Atmakaraka in the 8th house, even then, Sun can be vulnerable enough to tell one or two things to even the best friend. Here, their whole soul is that, hey, you want to burn your karma off, you got to keep the 8th house thing the way they are. So 8th house being everything hidden, everything with confidentiality, such people will only desire to be in a place of such things, whether they're working for CIA, RAW, they're doing accounting, they're doing, any kind of like big scientific research that is not known in the world. Like this sun in the 8th house individual would probably be the one who initiated the desire to work on AI. We don't know who that is. We know with the open AI and all that, but you really don't know who really started and what they did. And also with sun in the 8th house, this individual or their father as the Atmakaraka will have some kind of a heavenly experience. They will have some kind of a heavenly experience. Meaning, even if this person is an atheist, this person is just a regular person, they're in politics, they're in law, they are a very logical individual, they don't even care about these things, but at one point in their life, especially because of the transit of Jupiter upon the sun, they will attain some kind of a heavenly experience. Even if, let's say, they were visiting, they're from US, they're visiting India, they've never seen India, they want to see India, they want to see Mount Everest, go nearby, and then suddenly they meet some yogi, and they're like interested, so what's going on, who are you, and all of that, and the yogi will just touch them, and boom, the whole past life just comes alive and changes. And this is also the transformation that I'm talking about can take place. If you are over 48 years old and you're watching this, most definitely you have already experienced what I'm saying. Okay. Because also the thing is the light of the sun. Sun is light. Sun is the most potent light, especially before it goes like, I think, 30 degrees over the horizon is the most potent light. So the potency, the sun's light, is in those undiscoverable regions. It's lighting those areas that no matter who you are and who you think you are, who you want to be, your soul is here to experience this particular event. Maybe you made a deal in the astral plane that I always wanted to be a lawyer and I wanted to be a criminal attorney and this is my thing. Please let me do it. Okay. But there's this one thing. We're going to have to give you sun as the Atmakaraka. And it's going to be in the 8th because you have this one little experience also that you wanted. Yes, I also want this experience too. Just give it to me. Maybe like just, for that one time, I'll take that. But also make me this. And especially it is those particular events. Now it changes the course of this individual's life. Where you will meet many people because I do readings all day. Okay, so I meet people who were like either scientists or in law, or they were doing like, clinical psychology and, they're doing data science, but suddenly something happened and now they're like under, Isha Foundation, or they're with this foundation, that foundation, because they suddenly had this experience that they never even cared about, they never even thought about, and yet that experience came in. So anything, whenever like, let's say any discussions related to secret information takes place, this person lights up like, oh, now it's getting interesting. Now I want to be part of this conversation. Anything related to development, like if you're going to hire somebody to develop, and if this person, let's say, has the skills that you're looking for and they have sun in the 8th house, you bet that they'll be the last one leaving from their office or laboratory, because their entire soul is there developing that particular product, because it has everything to do with secrecy. Because listen, what is development? Development is something like, product development. A lot of people are in product development. So product development is simply like iPhone being developed in secrecy, right? Like if Steve Jobs came out and said, oh, we're developing this thing called some kind of an iPhone, and you're going to be able to chat and download these software called apps, and you can watch movies and music, conduct business. He would have created competition within 2 seconds. Samsung would have been on it. Nokia would have been on it. IBM would have been on it. Microsoft would have jumped on it. And boom, before iPhone would have launched, they would have already launched their own, secret product. But it was hidden. And because when you keep those secrets hidden until they're ready to come out, this is where sun then becomes powerful. And that could be the vulnerability, because you have to learn lessons. Early in age, you will see these people making those mistakes. Like anything which is being developed, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm developing this business, this and that. And then suddenly it like just completely takes their status down. And they become vagabonds. They become lost. Till certain other transits then come over, it gives them another chance. Because again, life is about getting these chances over and over before your last breath. That, okay, you were supposed to correct this mistake. Here's another chance. Sometimes you only get one. Sometimes you may get many. So with Atmakaraka sun, you'll find these people in these particular places. Okay. And one of the other things we see is that the transformation also comes in the father's life, because sun is also the significator of the father. There will also be some form of like hidden secrecy related to the father within the family as well, that other people wouldn't know. Maybe like this family moved from India to US and they're living a regular life, but there was some incident that occurred in India related to the father that the family just doesn't talk about. There's going to be those particular things, but only when it's the Atmakaraka, not just sun sitting in the 8th house. Like if you see like sun in Sagittarius will give you heavenly experience. I don't care if it's your Bhatrikarka, it's your Matrikarka or Atmakarka or Amatyakarka. Doesn't matter. Could be Dharakarka. Regardless, you'll get that in Sagittarius. But here in Scorpio, as the Atmakarka, you're destined to get that. You're destined to get that. And of course, Atmakaraka sun in the 8th house shows inheritance will be received through the father in this person's life. Also, with this sun, father-in-law will come to you, to your help at your most dire moment. Whatever it is. It could be something so small as that your car is stuck 100 miles away. It's middle of the night. There's no towing trucks, nothing. Your father-in-law is there. Your father-in-law will drive and bring you home. So those instances will all be now you may have a complete tarnished relationship with the father-in-law later on. Or maybe you just don't get along with him, but he will be there at one point. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my small analysis of sun in this 8th house as your Atmakaraka. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. So if you don't know where your sun is placed, all my consultations and all the links is at kapielastrology.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.